I'm gonna play golf tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh.
I guess we should get into the episode and talk about it. This is episode 16 of season 6 of Where's That Bar Cart? We only have 2 episodes to go, boys, before the end of the season. That's pretty wild.
Holy.
End of 6 seasons. Amazing.
That is
I
tremendous.
am I'm Nick, obviously, with me as always.
I'm Daryl, obviously.
Yeah.
I remain Monty Scott.
He's a little subdued.
We'll
We'll get him back up.
Oh no, I feel good.
Well, is
no,
that
no.
the streets of Lisboa behind? What are we looking at?
It is the streets of Lisboa. Yeah. Old Lisboa,
Mm,
where it was built for man and goat.
a lot of climbing.
Yeah, a lot of climbing. Goats out windows.
Sure.
I saw a cop chase actually. It was much like Point Break, where somebody threw a goat at a cop.
Ah,
They were running away, came in a door, threw a goat at him,
and got away.
got away. Yeah,
Wow.
the cop was shooting in the air because he hit his he landed on his bad knee. I assume that was what happened. That was the plot, Daryl, to Point Break.
Yeah, I was starting to get that, but was there really a goat?
No, in Point Break he threw a pit bull, but
This might surprise you.
Lisboa,
I never saw Point Break. I know it was very popular with our age demographic, men,
it's an old movie.
our age,
yeah.
but I didn't see it.
We watched it recently, and it's not that good. Like I was expecting, like, yeah, it's Point Break. Point Break is awesome, and then I watched it like a year ago, and I was like, it's not that good of a movie.
Oh, I disagree, Nick. It's ridiculously good. But it's so bad. Okay, first of all, Daryl, if you don't know, Gary Busey is cast as Pappas, the Greek. Gary Busey is just casually a Pappas. He's only known as Pappas.
Right.
No, there's no real discussion about his ethnicity or whatnot. It's just Pappas is in there. At one point, what do you call it? Keanu Reeves says, "I am an FBI," as a line.
Agent, I think ends the line.
But I think maybe he ends it as. To me, I just thought it was, "I am an FBI."
The other thing that's fascinating about that movie is that Keanu gets in like 2 fights in that movie and loses both of them. He just gets his ass kicked in the movie. Like he's the hero of the movie, but I think
is that the origin story for John Wick's? Is that how it all started?
One of them was Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
How do you lose a fight to that little skinny heroin addict?
I think there was 2 other guys in the fight, but yeah.
No. Keanu he almost got his head hit on a lawnmower.
Yeah,
that was Keanu was getting beaten from pillar to post in that one, but he did learn to surf, so you got to give him that.
Yeah.
And entirely the movie is utterly ridiculous.
It is.
I watched the thing where like a critique on that, where very true statement. The man was undercover. He was an undercover cop, Daryl, as a surfer.
I'm quite aware with what goes on, and I have to make this point again. I'm of the age group and the demographic that movie was aimed at. I've heard so many conversations about it in my lifetime.
Yeah,
that I'm kind of zoning out on this one.
Are you serious?
Yes.
But you've never seen the movie.
No, why? I've heard everything that happens in it.
You've just heard secondhand. You just don't like movies.
No, I used to like movies, but I'm too old now.
Wow.
Who knows how much time I have? I can't put an hour and 30 minutes into away in my life.
This is truly a white man's golf podcast if we're talking about imminent death.
Yeah, imminent death.
And wondering why we don't have more listeners.
Not enough time for movies.
Everybody dies, so everybody should be interested in this.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's something you should be following the whole way through.
Now, let me posit this to you guys. This isn't a golf topic. This is more of a podcast topic. But I'm a big consumer of podcasts, and I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about podcasting, and they're saying that a very common thing in podcasts is if you're a host of a podcast, it's your personality plus 10%. It's not really you.
We've been doing it wrong.
Well, I think maybe I'm like my personality plus maybe I'll say 15%. Daryl, I feel like you might be like on the minus scale. Like it's your personality minus about 2%. And Monty, I think you're just 0. I think you're just you don't get up, you don't get down. This is
what we
your
need?
frequency.
To counter our poor abilities here? We need some sound effects. Maybe we should be throwing in some sound effects.
For the
Oh,
love
buddy.
of God. You're gonna do this to me now too?
You're gonna bring in the reggae soundtrack.
Yeah, that's what we need. If we're trying to get into our, us plus 10%, then
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that just like there's a performative nature to podcasting, and this probably isn't my exact frequency. I'm probably up a little bit, but the whole point of me bringing this up is, Monty, I don't think you move.
You don't. I don't. I feel like I try to replicate what I'm doing. I understand the idea when you go on podcasts, you don't want to be there where someone has to poke you with a stick to make noises.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Daryl
But,
evidently wants to make noises on the
yeah,
podcast.
I'm gonna get a button on my computer that just hits. Is that a
sound
thing?
effects. That'll be amazing.
Yeah. Good luck with that button.
You get a pin that you can touch, like you can just wear it on any jersey or jacket you have on.
Yeah.
Pin.
Like a pin.
I just poke myself with a pin when I need to get
Yeah.
my energy up.
A pin infused with a myriad of sounds, evidently.
Yeah. Just you press it, it comes out another
Ouch
sound.
would be most of them.
Magicians have that a lot. You know how it is.
No.
No.
But you're golfing tomorrow, Monty?
Yes.
That's very exciting. Where are you playing?
Four Seasons. Yeah. If I don't hit a contractor with a golf cart, I'll be at Four Seasons, or actually, if I don't hit a contractor with a 9-iron, because the building doesn't allow golf carts. But
they do allow people to just swing 9-irons at people.
Why do you try to stop them, buddy? Like, they don't have enough security to stop everybody swinging a 9-iron. Really, it's up to us.
I think myself and all the listeners are wondering, why not a crowbar?
Well, see, because I'm going golfing, so I will have the 9-iron. It's not. I'm not going crowbar. You know what I mean?
The crowbar of irons. You might even say
it's the crowbar of irons. Yeah. That's a great ad. The crowbar of irons.
Tailor made. The crowbar of irons. Well, that's exciting. Have you played in a while?
No, I'm a little bit rusty. Maybe not for a couple of weeks. I'd think. Probably a couple of weeks. Yeah. It'll be fun to get out. I mean, the weather's still nice. It's still pretty
Beautiful.
decent.
Yeah, amazing.
Daryl, have you been out, or are you just watching people?
No, I'm just out watching people. It's the worst. I haven't swung a club in weeks.
And not only, well, I guess you're getting paid to watch people play golf, but then this is, I guess, the crux of this episode is you paid money to go and watch people play golf.
I'm going to backtrack and say I probably close my eyes instead of watching most of the people play golf.
No, that's smart.
I'm getting paid to turn away.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch them.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Well, I like it, buddy.
I don't get
blame
paid
you.
enough to watch these people play.
Sure.
No, that's true. Watching golf can be tough sometimes.
It really can. Thank you for noticing that.
Yeah, trees can be nice.
Oh, I hit the sound effects button on my computer.
The
funny thing is, neither one of us can do it.
No.
No, I mean, hey, listen, I didn't tell you it's that guy from the police academy. Who was that guy? Made all the noises.
Michael Winslow.
Well, you nailed that.
Well, ask me a question about the police academy movies. Of course I watch those. Those are the greatest movies.
He knows the full filmography of Gutenberg.
This might surprise you. I watched for a different podcast. I think it's called Does It Hold Up or Does It Stand Up? I'm sorry if my friend Joe Dixon's listening to this. I had to watch Police Academy.
All of them?
It did not hold up.
Wow.
I mean, it was still made me laugh at points, but I mean, politically.
Oh, sure.
It's not politically incorrect. It is terribly
Right.
incorrect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I remember
So,
they kept luring everyone into the Blue Oyster. They ended up in there.
yeah, of course. We talked about the Blue Oyster for years down in Nova Scotia.
Oh. Well,
That
there's a
was our
reason I know the
only.
name of that.
It was because you ended up in there.
That's where I was hanging out. I spent a lot of my childhood in there. Well, young adulthood. Come on, I'm not trying to make news here, guys.
These were the pre-crowbar years, for God's sakes.
The Blue Oyster.
I just picture Monty piling everybody into the old minivan, driving
Let's
down to the
go,
Blue
boys.
Oyster.
Yeah. And then eventually I went in there and I was gripping that crowbar tight, but eventually somebody was like, just let it go, bro. Just let it go. And we danced and we danced. Like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I could just let it go. Just let that crowbar go.
We should talk about, Daryl, you watching golf, not at your job, but a much different type of golf at the President's Cup. We need a full recap. We were hoping to have Mickey on he was also at the President's Cup to
Yeah, I
help
ran into
recap of
them,
it, but oh, you did.
strangely in lineup for the bus leaving.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
they're on a different bus than me though.
Sure.
Yeah. It's the first time I went to any kind of PGA event in a long time, and it was, God, you forget how good they are. You don't
Yeah.
forget, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just kind of taken aback when I mean, we had some great views. I will say this was one of the funniest moments. On Sunday, we walked in, we got a beer, and then my friend Mike said, "Hey, is the third fairway right there?" And we had been to the third fairway multiple times, didn't realize it was right by the entrance. Just flat out walked past the third fairway on the first 2 days. But yeah, we were right on the third tee for the whole of Friday. Not the whole of Friday. Well, I mean, there's only four groups.
Yeah.
But we watched them all come through, and you're just like, Jesus God, can they just, it was just so good.
Was that when you sent us a video on our chat? Was that when you got cock blocked by
Oh yeah, I
Xander's,
was trying to put that
caddy?
together because I kept getting cock blocked
Right.
over and over again. So I'm in the middle of creating a video of all the times I got cock blocked.
Oh, very nice.
Where I would be literally watching Scotty getting ready to hit. What is that beeping? I feel like it's me. That's my new sound effect button, guys. I hope you like it. Beep. Beep. Well, Daryl's really dialed it up a notch. He's at least him's own personality plus 10% with that new beep he has.
Yeah, now that he brought in the Atari sound effects, it's fucking amazing. Are you kidding me?
I'm just, you guys were all talking. I'm just playing Pong over here. That's what's going on. What were we talking about?
A President's Cup.
Well, Scotty Scheffler's. Yeah.
So it just happened over and over again. Someone would just step in front of us. It was just so fun. If you listen to my videos, most of them are just, oh, there's Scotty Scheffler 10 feet away with the tee off. And then the silence guy walks 4 feet over and stands right in front of us. You just hear us going, I literally went, "You son of a bitch." And I said it loud enough for him to hear because he's only a foot away. And my friends are like laughing before I even said anything because we couldn't believe it happened yet again. But no, it was very enjoyable. I really, you forget how good golf is.
Could you keep track of what was happening in real time?
I was looking at my phone a lot. It was funny because my friend was texting me the whole time. He's like, "What's going on with Corey Connors? Why is he playing so badly?" I'm like, I have no idea. I am not seeing him.
The Friday was particularly exciting. That was because the internationals were down 5-0. It was a sweep. It looked really bad, and then all of a sudden, like on the last hole, was it who sunk that putt, or Tom? I can't remember who sunk that putt to sweep on the Friday. I don't remember the last time I jumped off my couch.
Really?
That excited watching a golf event.
Oh, that was amazing. We did the same thing. We brought the couch with us.
Yeah. My couch too, which is weird. Yeah, it's strange.
The unfortunate part, people didn't like my sound effects during it.
Right.
That's why
canceled because
the
of
be
those,
quiet guy was in your face.
Exactly.
He heard what you were up to.
Yeah. No, it was quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable.
No,
I mean,
it sounds like it was amazing. I would be really interesting to watch those guys hit like that for a long period of time, you know?
yeah, I mean, it's funny because we're like, at one point, there was one guy who seemed sewered and he had a couple of trees in front of him. My friend's like, oh, I don't know what he's going to do. And I went, hey, he's just going to go over them.
Yeah.
And then he just went over them,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
put it to like 12 feet. I can't remember who it was. And you're just like, yeah, no, those trees for us would be an issue. You'd be like, oh God,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh
Right.
God.
I'm
But
just gonna pick
for
up. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Can my wedge get over that 20-foot tree? Hard to say. But yeah, it was,
Well run event. Like, did it feel organized? Did you know sort of where to
yeah,
go and how to navigate?
I will say, not enough bathrooms. A lot of
Hmm,
lining up for bathrooms.
that's too bad.
Um,
Oh, really? That's ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. You know what? God, I don't know what was wrong with us. I didn't even see the driving range till Sunday afternoon. It was literally,
Oh, weird.
I
Not a
found the
lot of
driving range.
exploring, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. And you know, we were there for 3 days, and but there I came across Max Homa just practicing by himself, only person on the
Wow.
driving range, and I was just watching Max Homa hit some drives, and it was just, it was, yeah, it was weird, you know. I don't know, there was no one else there. It was just me watching Max Homa
That's
hit
yeah.
drives, and
Did you say anything to him? Like after a good one, you're like, that was a good one.
no,
Just give him that. Oh, I like that one. That was a good
Yeah.
one.
I think you're teeing it up too high.
Yeah, it seems like a high tea to me, but I don't know. You know, just anyway, but it was good though. It was good.
Did you ask if you're allowed to hit your driver on this driving range? Excuse me. Did you ask?
Are you sure about that? Oh, I just checking. Maybe hey, hit a rescue. I'd like to see you hit a rescue.
How many crowbars do you keep in your bag?
You have any crowbars? You ever take a swing? Just ask it. No, never mind.
Were you
don't mind me.
imbibing? Like, were you guys having lots of drinks? Was it kind of a
Not
party
at
atmosphere?
not at
or-
$15 a drink.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You know, Saturday it started to get to pretty party. Friday was kind of quiet. Saturday you could tell it was a different atmosphere.
Right.
But it was weird because like the Saturday started at 7 a.m.
Wow. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
and so we got there. I think we left early 9 a.m. So we got there like 9:30 or something, 9:45. And the place was already pretty packed. But as I went away, maybe just because everybody was so tired from no sleep or something, it seemed they started getting louder and louder.
Yeah.
Sunday was when they really hit their peak, when they were chanting and heckling as a group and stuff like that. So it was a lot more
Yeah.
fun on Sunday until it was pretty evident that it was over.
Yeah. Right.
It's weird though, because it's like we all are going to cheer for the international team, but then at the same time, it's kind of like you don't have any kind of connection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If people are
Yeah.
chanting INT, INT, and I just kept going, I can't get behind that. I
That
can't
doesn't
get
mean
behind,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't.
No.
Like,
It's almost like
No,
an anti-Europe chant. Like,
yeah,
you know, you're chanting for all things but Europe in the United States at that point.
yeah, it's just a bizarre, I don't know. But it was fun. I mean, it's hard to analyze because you're just walking around looking at players, and
Yeah.
so
Right.
you can't really say, oh, it was well run or anything, because you're just, you know, trying to get ahead of the crowd so you get the next good view. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but it was cool just to be so close to Scheffler on multiple occasions, like literally like, you know, 10 feet away as he's hitting a shot and stuff. And
Big guy.
pretty big. You know, that's another thing. A lot of those guys, you think they're gonna be huge, and you're just like, no, not at all.
Really?
Yeah,
I imagine like Shoffley isn't that big. Shoffley's
no,
what, probably
Shoffley's about
about
5'8", 5'9". I don't know.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
Homa
pretty
maybe
built
about
guy.
5'10".
Yeah, I mean, Homa seemed to be one of the bigger guys, but he's known as one of the smaller guys, which I found very
Interesting.
weird. Thigala seemed big.
Yeah.
They're slight, right? Because you see them on TV, you don't realize, you know, TV does add 10 pounds. Like they're like actors. They're slim.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like this podcast adds 10% energy to everyone who comes on.
That's right.
It's the same
exactly.
ratio.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you film a crowbar and then you look at it in real life, you'd be like, yeah, I thought that crowbar was a little bit heavier, but since now I see it seems slimmer. That's a slimmer crowbar. So it's similar kind of thing. Same like George Clooney, you could throw him down the stairs, no problem. You know what I mean? Like, but you
It would be amazing if, like, after 16 episodes of 6 seasons of this podcast where we're scrounging and scraping and hoping to, something's going to happen, that we get sponsored by a crowbar company. That would
Oh, could
be,
you imagine
oh my
Mastercraft
God.
just came
Oh,
along and it's like,
Mastercraft.
guys,
And just a boatload of money.
backed up the
oh
truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll give you a free
Yeah.
crowbar and a bag of those used Titleists.
Absolutely. Daryl, what would the sound of the Mastercraft truck sound like backing up to deliver us all that money?
Beep.
Now, how do you do a bandsaw?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, a sponsor is right around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get better at some things, I think, before I'm starting to realize maybe we should do stuff.
Yeah.
You know? What do you mean, like juggling, like novelty things?
Yeah, like videos and stuff. Because like Amaya, who was our former guest.
Yeah.
They Adidas sent her there.
I know. Yeah.
And she only has like 2,000 followers or something. That could have been us.
Yep.
Because I was like chatting with her.
We don't do things. Yeah.
Yeah. She messaged me on Sunday morning. And then I was
I'm
like,
willing.
Sorry,
I can do spring rolls. I can also do
doubles.
I can make French toast.
Yeah, if you can do that on a golf course.
No, I meant while I'm doing the podcast. But
if this is our new series of videos where Monty cooks something on a hot plate on the golf course, because I don't think 4 seasons is going to stop him if he's rolling out there with a hot plate.
If every episode was Monty cooking a big wheel of meat, that would be, we could go back to that.
Well, I think great. 4 seasons. If there's one of those backpack hot plates, like I imagine those maniac campers would have one. I could bring camping equipment with me, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, bring a decent amount. Yeah, I could bring it. I don't know if they'd let me have a spit.
Right. But to your point, Daryl, we need to do things. We need to put video out like Amaya does, who's very active.
Yeah, very active. Yeah. Again, I think this is something Gina has said to us in the past. We probably shouldn't talk about this on the podcast.
Yes, probably.
We should be concentrating on sound effects and getting our energy up.
Speaking of which, I believe Gina is married.
What?
Yeah. If you look on her Instagram, there's photos of her and Jeff cutting a cake and with a little candle on the cake that says "fucking finally." I believe either it was yesterday or today, Gina.
Oh my God,
and the lovely Jeff got married.
Wow.
I think she said the first, didn't she?
I think she did say the first, yeah. And it didn't register with any of us because, again, we were expecting invitations.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way it registers.
Right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Gina.
Congratulations to our own.
Congratulations to you both.
Yeah, this is amazing. What a thrill. Now we're almost all married. We're just waiting for one more.
Oh boy. I don't know. The lovely
nailed that one, buddy.
The lovely Amy just beat me in our finals of fantasy baseball.
Oh yeah, well, she's studying. She's deep.
Yeah, hardcore. So yeah. That's all I
just
gotta
the
say
two
about
of you in this fantasy?
No, there's 12 players, and she won the entire league, beat me in the finals.
Oh, good for her.
Good for her.
Well, good for both you guys battling out in the finals, eh?
Yeah, it was an awkward week, but we made it through.
I thought you guys were on the same team. I didn't realize.
No,
you were on competing teams.
No.
Has she been trash talking you?
A little bit. She annihilated me 11-1. It was kind of an embarrassing, emasculating, if you will, performance by me. But my team fell apart right at the end, and she destroyed me.
What are they doing?
I don't know why it has to be emasculating. It's 2024 here.
No, it's more. No. That's not the emasculating part. It's that how badly my team performed. Was just
to be beaten that badly in the finals.
If it was anyone, it was emasculating. It wasn't because she's a female. No,
it's not emasculating.
Right. Exactly.
You know, like man, I feel like I have more jizz now. There's no way you'd say that. Like
I don't know if any of us
Yeah.
are ever going to feel that ever
Wait,
again.
hold
in our
on, hold
lives.
on. Does emasculate mean you lose your jizz?
Well, I think that's part of it. I think that's what he's alluding to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose some liquid and some swimmers, I think, or maybe both. It could be. Who knows? Who knows? But it affects him. It affects him.
Yeah.
It doesn't increase.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. Thanks for continuing to listen to the podcast. I appreciate it, Mom. She listens to every episode.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
well,
Thought I'd take this opportunity to call it out.
Well, that was more than we like to talk about that, but I was just some medical facts.
Look, this is going to come across wrong, and I'm sorry for putting this out there, but your mom has children. You know,
it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's an irrefutable fact, Daryl. I can't argue with that at all.
No, you cannot argue. Can't argue
that's
facts.
true. So your mom,
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, so golf.
Here,
what about how about the President's Cup?
I mean, if Mrs. Dury's listening, Miss Dury, Ms. Congratulations on having some great kids.
Yeah, that's
kids,
very sweet.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You have a brother.
I have 2 brothers and a sister and a couple other siblings. Yeah.
Seriously? Wait, hold on. Can we just go back to what you have 2 brothers and a sister and a couple of other siblings? Is that what you just said?
I have a stepbrother. I have 2 half brothers. I have a half sister, and I have a brother and a sister.
And the Durys roll deep.
Yeah, it's not a family tree; it's a shrub. Yeah, it's well, good. We're in a good awkward place. That's excellent.
What's awkward about this?
No, that's
actually,
not awkward.
No. You know what I'll say? My sister Kara just recently took up golf, and I was a good baseball player growing up, and I took to golf pretty easily. And she's been a fantastic baseball player her whole life. She is, I believe, 41, 42, and she literally just took up golf 2 months ago. And in her last round, she had a birdie par finish. Just took up the game. Yeah.
Naturals. You guys are naturals.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, that's pretty sweet.
Does she live in Ottawa?
She does.
Oh, good. Because I can't add another Kara or Kira or Kiera to my life.
For you to handle.
I got too many of those, and I don't know who's who anymore. I just don't call them by their names anymore.
Yeah.
Well, sure. No, that's one way to go. Kiera is a different one though. You gotta like that.
Yeah.
It's a fancier one.
Yeah.
No, it's and they get sensitive about it. I tell you.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They should, but they gotta understand there's 17 different variations of their names.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, that's what I say. I mean, you could go with my middle name, last name. Start with an M. That's nice.
I once started a new job at a company. This was years ago, and I had a meeting with a young woman, and she set the meeting, so I saw her name, and her name was spelled Rachel. Okay.
Either Rachel or Rochelle.
So she came to the meeting, and I said, "Oh, it's very lovely to meet you, Rachel," and she went, "Oh, it's Rochelle."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, give me a then spell it like fucking with an O and some H's and L's and like all kinds of stuff. You can't like."
I was really hoping you were gonna say, it's Rascal.
I'm one of the rascals. Excuse me.
Obviously, Rochelle the rascal. Yeah.
Rochelle, how was her trip to Minsk?
Oh, it was erotic. Yeah, that is hilarious. Well, you know what? If you're gonna be too picky that way, you have to put what do they put? How you spell it? How you say it phonetically? Is it phonetical?
Yeah.
Or they
absolutely.
Throw one of those on there on a signature even.
Yeah. Absolutely. I guess I gather no one's ever mispronounced either of your names. Fairly obvious names.
All the time. I get called Darren a lot.
Darren?
Spellings of my name are insane.
Oh, yeah,
No
I
one
can
has
imagine.
any clue how to spell my name.
Right.
No one's ever gotten it right, I don't think.
That's strange because I've had, like, now that I've known you, I've seen a lot of Daryl spelled the exact same way.
Oh, I've seen
lot.
a lot of Daryl spelled different. It's incredible, but no one ever picks mine.
Mm.
I
To this
literally
day,
I literally had a guy the other day give the old Larry, Daryl, and Daryl to me, and I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it.
That's a good one.
a
That
new
one I'm
fan.
sure you haven't heard very many times.
Oh my God! And it went off the air in 1989, I believe. Like,
Yeah, it was a hell of a season finale, a series finale though.
it sure was.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
what that keeps it, brings it back in your head.
We're talking
Yeah.
Newhart, kids, for all the kids listening out there. We're
Yeah.
talking about the Newhart show.
We're talking about the first one, actually, kids. If you like the '60s.
And
Well,
before that, we're talking about Seinfeld,
yeah.
just to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah. And then we did we talked for a while about Point Break. So
Yeah.
listen,
We're cresting at Point Break. Absolutely. Yeah.
You guys have got to do a little studying to follow this podcast. You know what I mean? Pick up a couple of new hearts. And Daryl, to tell you the honest to God truth, I still couldn't spell your name right. For sure.
And understandable.
Even if I'm looking at the screen where it says your name and I still only got 50-50.
You have the D and the L. The in between is a little sketchy.
I could throw an H in there. I could throw a couple of Y's extra. Maybe an LE at the end. Yeah, you know. I mean,
understandable,
DAH. Yeah, you know, you could go lots of different directions. People, I'll tell you, my name, they mispronounce it. People have given me everything. I've never.
Come on, really?
Oh my God, yeah.
Shabazz.
She have gone with Shabazz. I had somebody go with straight up. So I said, yeah, my name's Monty, Monty Scott, and they're like, okay, Malky, and I was like, so you went with Malky. You had a chance. You had a chance for lots of guesses. Like you could.
How would you even spell Malky?
I believe it would be
RACHEL.
Yeah, yeah. MALKY. I don't, just like Malky, because I'm like, a lot of people gone with Marty. Of course, you're gonna get Marty. You can't.
Sure. Yeah.
You can't hate on Marty. I had a friend's mom call me Monty all the time. Well, quite a few people they drop the T. They can't do Monty, but Monty they can do.
Monty.
And then but Malky, that's I was like, you're a poor guesser. You're just a poor guesser. If you didn't understand what I said and you just decided to fucking go with Malky out of the fucking clear blue sky, anybody like what? So yeah, so you get stuff like that.
This might be a new Bull Moose nickname, for you. This might be your new Bull Moose nickname. This might catch on, Malky.
Well, it always. Well, it's catchy. Although, I mean, nobody's ever heard that before. The combination of letters, so it's always it's intriguing. Even animals like it. They haven't heard that combination of letters before. They're like, what's going on over here? So I'm like, that was just an insane guess.
You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say most animals haven't heard a combination of any letters.
Well, they hear them, buddy. They know. It's background noise a little bit. It sounds a little bit like white noise to them. But then sometimes they're like, that doesn't sound right.
Sure.
When you bust out a thing like Malky. Or I think somebody called me Malachi once as well. I mean, like they just don't give a goddamn. And I don't even mind until I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's not even a. Someone called me Muffins, and I was
Sorry,
like,
hold on, no, you're just making this up now.
I was making that up. Yeah,
you were in a mall at the time. You were in Scarborough Town Center.
It was like Muffins, and I was like, no, surely, how many M's? Come on, it's not even legal.
Malky.
Because I don't think they'll let you be born with a name like that. I had relatives in Guyana that they refused. People would come with avant-garde names to them for a kid, and they're like, nah. And it was.
Can you give us an example?
Like the the basketball player named Anne Fernie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Anne Fernie.
Yeah.
And the idea is thought they were going with Anthony.
Sure.
When Anthony and these gatekeepers were just like, nah. You're getting Anthony. And then they were just like correcting, changing, altering. They're like, nah,
Damn.
like if you come with like Rainbow or something, they'd be like, no, it's gonna be Ralph.
Do
And
you
then
think maybe you
I
were meant to
see.
be called Malky, and then they went, no, 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 it's Monty.
It's possible. I don't know. What? Although we were in North America at the time,
Yeah.
I was born here. God damn it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, so they did the regular. I could have been called Anthony or Monkey for that matter. I think, or Muffins maybe.
Muffins would have been a whole different personality for you. Oh, so softer. Muffins doesn't go near a crowbar.
No, no.
No.
If you're getting beaten up with a crowbar by Muffins,
Oh yeah.
something's gone terribly wrong.
Terribly wrong.
But that's the best because it's like the salt and the sweet. So you get the soft and the hard. It's look out, Muffins is coming through. Like, oh God, Muffins is on a warpath. Look, Muffins, not Muffins. Muffins gonna hit you with a goddamn dump truck. Watch out for Muffins. Yeah, when people are wary of Muffins, you know that's fucking serious.
I think we're 40 minutes into the episode. We haven't done Daryl's Marshall Minute yet. I feel like there's a flurry of activity happening. Should we? Well, we'll do the song. Well, I'll put the song in.
Oh, by the way, I watched the podcast for last week, and we talked about putting the song in, and then there's no song.
That's
the three of us.
Yeah, it's someone else who does the video. Because
I don't have any stories right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
I haven't marshaled, so
Oh boy,
I've been doing a lot of other
marshalling.
things. I've been doing a lot of administrative.
Okay.
Stuff,
Okay.
I gotta.
Then I think you know what, Monty. Malky, I hate to put you on the spot, but could we get a very solemn Marshall song in lieu of there not being a Marshall Minute this week?
You haul 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and Marshall in debt. And then I ain't home. Marshall my way down that Soliday Road.
Did you ever throw the word Marshall into a spot that just didn't make any sense?
I marshaled 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Marshall, won't you tell me when I'm going home?
For those of you listening, that was a song from before Newhart and Seinfeld and Point Break.
It might have inspired all of those.
Who sang that?
Oh God, I don't know. I think that was maybe Jesus. Could I guess Jesus or King Louis III?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say neither. I was driving home tonight and saw a bumper sticker that had something to do with Jesus, but it was way like getting old, so it was just Jesus Chris.
Jesus.
Jesus Chris. Which now that we've talked about it, sounds like something when you would say, "Hi, I'm Monty Scott." Someone go, "Okay, Jesus Chris."
I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, you just call me Jesus Chris. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, you freaking lunatic, but okay.
I don't know if you guys are big. I know Daryl, you're a big Jays fan, but Monty, I don't know if you watch a lot of baseball, but I've been watching the baseball playoffs has started, and there's a banner that plays behind home plate that says "Jesus loves umps."
Yeah. Is it by the Church of Latter-day Saints or something?
It's some, I don't know, denomination. I can't really tell.
The B fell out and it was Jesus loved bumps?
Oh, that would be great. That would be inclusive, actually, of Catholicism in general.
Or Jesus loves humps.
Ooh.
You can't get enough of my lady humps.
And that's sponsored by the Black Eyed Peas. That is an actual ad for the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, Will.i.am was heavily involved.
That's amazing. Well, I always enjoyed in baseball with the one guy with the John 3:16 sign.
Oh, sure.
Because just a classic. I just love the idea of just coming out there and like, so you're gonna bring that again? I'm like, yeah, well, people haven't. I'm like, you're bringing the John 3:16.
I'm not throwing it away.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's not the same person in all those stadiums holding up the John 316.
It can't be more than 5 guys. I mean, are you serious?
What is John 316? Does anybody know?
Well, he who with whoever believe in Jesus shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Wow.
I don't believe this though.
Oh, buddy, you can take that to the bank, the blood bank. and, and you can what do you call it? Drink the
drink the
is it
MMMALKY.
drink the body, or yeah, you drink the blood. What I was like, why don't you just go out with a Leviticus sign, Leviticus 3:40 or something? How about that?
Sure.
Food for thought.
He's actually sort of right. For God so
Oh,
loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
that would be a real egg
Scream
on my face if
sports.
it was.
Yeah.
You meant it
Yeah.
was love the whole time. I thought it was
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
just
so I nailed that one. I just forgot the part about the God.
I don't understand how you could read that and believe this shit. I just what the fuck you
Well,
talking about? It should not perish. Everybody fucking perishes. Fuck off with this. We talked about it
buddy,
earlier in this podcast. Everybody dies.
Yeah.
This is now a
Yeah.
new death podcast.
buddy, I should have brought my
Where's
own.
that coffin?
Where's that death cart?
That is well. I mean, that's the big hook, buddy.
Yeah.
Like that's the big sales pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, this you're gonna have everlasting life.
Yeah. So they're like, listen, there's only one way to get it, and that's if you throw this guy some love.
This has been my argument for decades for why the church should have to pay taxes. Because you're selling a commodity. You're selling something.
Sure.
You're selling everlasting life. If I donate to you,
Very much so.
you're going to have everlasting life. That's a product.
Right.
So why are they not being charged for that product?
I tell you what, Daryl. I mean, I wasn't disturbed by your talk of death at the beginning, but I should have had my sign ready to go.
Oh my God. It's the Predator. Oh my God. He's got the sign. Oh my God.
Was that just laying behind you or something? Or
Oh yeah, well yeah, I always have a John 3:16 thing handwritten.
were you the guy that went from stadium to stadium?
Yeah, he's the master of multimedia, folks.
Yeah.
I'm taking over Howard Stern as the king of media.
But when Monty's involved, it's called multimedia.
Multimedia. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 24/7. We're gonna figure out who Malky is and what the hell's going on. And he who with whoever believeth in him shall have everlasting life.
Jesus. I'm gonna name this episode Malky out of full transparency, and we're gonna get a bunch of like Pittsburgh Penguin fans tuning in, thinking it's a deep dive on.
We'll take them. We'll take them. I'll do a Jenny Malkin.
I'm glad we both fucked up that name.
You have Jenny Malcolm
in the middle. It's a mashup. It's a podcast about Malkin and Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah.
And
I bet you no one's doing that podcast.
No. Get on it. Underserved market.
Well, that's anywhere as good a place to end it. Monty, I hope you play well tomorrow. I'm heading to Smugglers to play with a bunch of Bull Moose boys Friday morning. And nice. Nick is coming. Nick is going to play golf on Saturday. He's in Ottawa this weekend doing Laugh Lounge, I think. And
cool.
Bring Nicky out.
Nice.
So yeah. So golf on the horizon.
That guy's golf. Just everywhere, Nick Reynoldson.
He really is.
He is.
He's the best. Love you, buddy.
God bless Reynoldson.
Yeah.
Reynoldson 316.
Yeah.
Reynoldson 316.
We're comatose, bro. We got the palsy, bro. That's Reynoldson 316.
316.
Daryl, I hope you have. I mean, I don't want you to have adventures marshalling, but I kind of selfishly do for the podcast. Like, I hope your work goes smoothly the next little while, but I also kind of hope, some stories kick up, because this has been a fun little run.
Yeah, It's terrible. It's come to an end.
Yeah, I guess.
Now that it's
A
done,
lot
you know,
less pressure on me.
Yeah, true.
this is like the end of Goodfellas when he comes and he's like, now I got to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ordering
He used to be
Or-
spaghetti
smart.
and meatballs, and I got ketchup and hot dogs.
Or
That's
the
it.
end of Point Break when Keanu's at the FBI office just doing
Yeah.
all the paperwork.
Yeah,
Just-
It's just the amount of paperwork you had to do after that movie was terrible.
That's what you don't see as the FBI agents just doing their paperwork after
Yeah.
they've been undercover on
You
the
only
beach
see
for the
the-
last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, you only see the flashiness of the marshals. You don't see the work that goes behind the scenes.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you to Comedy Records. This has been episode 16 of season 6. Where's that bar cart? Follow us, rate us, review, share. I don't know, lots. I don't know. Do things.
Do it.
We love you all. Thank you.
A lot of love. Everlasting love.
John 3:16. God bless you all.
Was what the late Henry Longhurst used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, you know, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side, only if it goes in the back.
She can hit it, although it looks like it's strongly uphill, it's really running.